about increasing sales through omni-channel retargeting. Has anyone ever heard of omni-channel retargeting? Has anyone ever heard of retargeting in general?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever heard of remarketing? You guys have seen it, but you didn't know what was happening. So here's what we found. We found that chiropractors are actually giving patients to their competitors because they're not staying in front of their potential patients. Can you believe that? 4,000 visitors a month, 10 come in. The other ones, where are they going? They're going somewhere. They're not clicking the ads unless they have problems, right? So what can we do to reach them? That's what we're going to talk about. If someone visits your website, they have a problem. Not just because they don't call you doesn't mean their sciatica, headache, whiplash, or whatever you're promoting is going away. And so omni-retargeting is proven to increase your sales by as much as 40%, while reducing your ad costs per lead by as much as 89%. So if anybody's doing ads, it makes them work better. It makes you more relevant in your community. You only target the right people that you want to get in front of, and it lowers your cost per acquisition. And so what we found is a lot of chiropractors feel that the chiropractic industry especially, is getting more competitive every day. We found that they're struggling to make their marketing efforts effective, are stuck without a real plan to get your patients. And what I'm going to share with you regarding omni-channel retargeting is going to help make that a reality when you mix that with the other stuff we've already talked about. And so essentially, omni-channel retargeting is like having a virtual chiropractic assistant that works 24/7, following up with new patient inquiries and potential patients, who is better than your best CA that can be fully automated and trained for just pennies on the dollar per follow-up. Does that sound pretty good? Sounds pretty good to me. And so here's the solution. It's retargeting ads. You've seen it. You go to a website looking for a product. You get distracted. A patient comes in. Maybe your kid comes in. Whatever. You go to an appointment. You forget you're even looking at it. And before you know, you start seeing the ads around. Have you guys seen that before? So, for example, you're looking at a bike. The patient comes in, and then you leave, and you go back, and there it is. Another site, and there it is. And there's the bike again. And you keep seeing this everywhere you go. There it is. Who's seen that before? Who's wondered how that works? And you'll notice, when it's on different platforms, it's a different way to set it up. So these are on different platforms, not just one platform. You're like, man, everywhere I go, if this doesn't happen, there's a very strategic plan behind making that happen, a lot of work on the back end. And so I'm sure you guys have heard a similar stat like this. 80% of sales require 5 follow-up phone call meetings after the meeting. And so retargeting is the only advertising that improves every other form of advertising. And so here's an example. If you are organically being found on Google and people are going to your website, it makes it better. If you have direct referrals and people are going to your website, it makes it better. If you are releasing content and people are looking at the content you're releasing, it makes it better. If you're running ads on Facebook and Instagram, or organically posting on Facebook and Instagram, and people are going to your website, it makes it better. And if you're using paid traffic, it definitely makes it better on Google. And so here's an example of a 26% conversion campaign from retargeting for a massage offer. We found that website visitors who are retargeted with display ads are likely to convert by 70%. Can you believe that? Website visitors who are retargeted by display ads are likely to convert by 70% more likely with you as opposed to somebody else. Because chances are, if someone goes to your website, maybe if they don't convert immediately, they're doing research. Who's the best? And they're trying to find out who the best is. So maybe they're researching other chiropractors, and they're looking at them. But then, life happens. They haven't made a decision, or maybe they called 50 doctors and nobody called them back. And sure enough, there you are popping up advertising channel. And so, omni-channel retargeting is essentially the lowest cost, highest yield ad on the planet. And so here's the opportunity. This is a big opportunity. Only 9% of people are using retargeting on Facebook. Only 7% of people are retargeting on Google and other channels, but yet 1% of people are retargeting on all major channels, that being they're doing omni-retargeting. 1%. So I was recently doing a presentation to other digital marketers, right? So these are digital marketers, so you'd imagine, what are they good at, right? Digital marketing, right? And so I'm doing a presentation and I asked them how many of them were offering this to their clients. Guess how many were offering this to their clients? What? 1%. What do you guys think? Any guesses? Not a single person. Everybody there was none. What would you say?
You said what percent? I said he was
close.
pretty close.
Yeah, nobody was doing it. I said, how many of you guys are doing this for yourself? Nobody. And we'll address one of the reasons why they weren't doing it. They weren't offering because it's a lot of work. Okay? And like, well, what's easier? It's easier just to run a bunch of front-end paid traffic instead of working on the back-end retargeting traffic. But if we work on every aspect of our business, not just the front end, we work on the back end of your business as well and plug the holes, we can maximize our ability to help you guys grow. And so it's an exciting opportunity. These stats are for marketing in general, so it's probably even lower for chiropractors. And so 91% of businesses are leaving 10%, 15%, 20% or more of their sales on the table, as you guys probably already know that, those of you who have ran ads before. And retargeting works almost by default. And so here's the 3 secrets of omni-channel retargeting. First off, being omni-relevant. Second is being omni-channel, and third is being omni-rotation. And so here's what omni-relevant means. It means just doing it. You just gotta be like Nike and just do it. Set it up. It doesn't have to be pretty, you just gotta set it up, and that's being omni-relevant. And so that means you gotta go ahead and set up tracking on your website properly, and you gotta have different pixels on there. You gotta create your ads, you gotta build out the retargeting campaigns on the different platforms. You gotta create your audiences. Day 1, day 7, day 8 to 14, day 15, 21, day 22, 28, day 29 to 60. You can change those audience increments as needed, and I'll get into that more later. But secret 2 is being omni-channel, which means showing up on every major platform possible. So that means we're showing up on Facebook. We're showing up on Instagram. We're showing up on Twitter. We're showing up on LinkedIn. We're showing up in Google's Display Network. We're showing up on YouTube. We're showing up through Gmail, who, by the way, are scanning your emails and running ads to people if anybody's using Gmail to correspond patients. We're showing up on Traffic Fuel. Traffic Fuel is another network similar to Google. You probably haven't heard of it, but their inventory is about 90% of Google's inventory because depending upon what our retargeting is, Google may or may not approve all of our ads. And so our workaround is pushing through Traffic Fuel. And so this also gives us an authority play whenever we're using display networks. So I'm sure you guys have been to these websites, right? You've been there, you've seen ads on those websites. You've seen probably billion-dollar brands advertising on those websites. So imagine what it would look like if you have a billion-dollar brand and their ad, and your ad's right next to it. It brings credibility. It says, oh wow, because they don't know that you're running a retargeting campaign. So for all they know, you're doing a much wider, much more expensive campaign, and which makes you seem, like a bigger deal. Also, if say you're at a live event, you give someone your card, they go to your website, and now you're following them around with ads. It increases the likelihood of them going to you as opposed to somebody else. Also, all those leads that, for whatever reason, they didn't come in, now we're tripping on them with these different ads over time to increase the likelihood that they're going to go to you over somebody else. So when they do go somewhere, it's you. So that's here. And the third concept is omni-rotation. And so what this means is changing out banner ads often and controlling the frequency. One of the reasons why a lot of digital marketers don't offer omni-channel targeting is they don't know how to deliver at scale. They don't have systems in place to actually deliver this. Maybe they specialize in one form of traffic management, so they don't know how to use, if they specialize in Google, maybe they don't know how to use Facebook and Instagram delivery platform, or maybe they don't know how to use the Twitter or the LinkedIn platform. Maybe they don't know about the workaround for the Google Display Network to use Traffic Fuel to deliver ads that maybe they aren't approved. And so that's one of the reasons. Another reason is that they know that ad fatigue is a huge issue, which I talked about earlier, which is why lead costs go up. And so it's changing out the banner ads off and controlling the frequency. When I first moved to Los Angeles, I remember I thought it was really interesting that I could see a billboard. And this billboard would tell me when TV shows started. Because I'm from Missouri originally, and there's not billboards advertising TV shows. I'm like, this is incredible. I just look out the window and I see this billboard. I know this show starts at 8 p.m. on Thursday nights. And and you see them everywhere. But after a while, I started ignoring those. And I'm sure you guys have seen ads. At first it seems really cool, and then after a while, you don't even pay attention anymore. That's like ad fatigue, ad blindness. And so when it comes to remarketing campaign, it's important that you address that issue. And so what we found is the more times people see your ad, which is frequency, the higher the frequency, the lower your click-through rate's going to be. That means the less people that are actually clicking your ads. And because of that, your cost per click is going to go up. So literally, the more times people see your ads, the amount of people engaging and clicking your ads goes down while going to charge you more money. That's not fair, right? But it's a reality, and if you don't control the frequency, it's going to cost you more. And so here's how you combat the issue here. Instead of pounding someone with one ad, maybe you take 10, 20, or 30 ads, and let each person only see it once. And doing this can cut down ad spend, stay in front of somebody drastically. So that's the secret there. And we also know that people fall into one of three buckets. Okay? So if someone clicks your ad and they leave, chances are they fall in one of three buckets. Either looking for a good deal and you didn't have one, they're looking for a reputable company and you didn't seem like one, or they're looking for a specific product or service that you don't offer. Does that make sense? So that's why I think it's valuable, to have new patient specialists to catch those people. They don't have to be like giving away chiropractic. They could be using like one of our vendors in the back and using their product as like that hook for a new patient special. All right. You want to be able to have reviews, patient reviews, and testimonials. So it's important that you have that. But also it's important that you try to diversify your product and service offering. If you don't offer laser, maybe you offer laser, or maybe you do what you can across all the things. And so you're able to address these different issues. But we're able to actually address these with the remarketing advertising. And here's how we do that. Okay? We run offer ads that are time sensitive to the stage in the patient journey for the practice, is number one. Number two is we offer branding ads that show your practice, what differentiates your practice from everyone else. Number three, we do testimonial and review ads that are ads that are featuring your testimonials from different patients on different platforms. Does that make sense what I'm saying here? So we got three types of ads here. We have offer ads, branding ads, and testimonial review ads that we run if somebody goes to your website and leaves over time to compel them to come back to you because you guys are the best chiropractor and we want you to be a first choice practice and not a word-of-mouth only referral practice. We're also going to throw in a bonus one, seasonal ads. So seasonal ads are an excuse to make an offer. You can say it's Mother's Day, it's Easter, it's winter, it's summer, it's the first Wednesday of the month, school holidays, the coronavirus, whatever. That's what we're doing here for seasonal. And so here is an example of a omni-retargeting rotation schedule. Do you guys remember when I talked about audiences earlier? Do you guys remember that? When I said we're going to make audiences and talk about it later? For like the first thing I said, setting them up. I know this is kind of intense. You guys are probably like, your brain's about fried right now. But I think this is important that we understand this because it's going to maximize show rates and our capacity to really help people in the community. So this doesn't have to be the increments we use, but this is like our starting framework. Day 1 to day 7, we show offers and reviews on multiple platforms. Day 8 to 14, we show offers, reviews, and unique selling propositions on multiple platforms. Day 15 to 21, we show unique selling propositions and reviews and seasonal on multiple platforms. Day 21 to 28, seasonal reviews, unique selling proposition on multiple platforms. What are we doing for 29 to 60, guys? What are we doing? You guys can say it. We're doing seasonal offer on what? Multiple platforms. Yep. So we'll say that again so everybody wakes up. What are we doing from day 29 to 60? And can you see how you guys doing this, even 29 to 60 days out, how this could differentiate you guys from every other chiropractor in town? Anybody who's doing this? Not likely. And so that's a huge opportunity for us to become first choice. And so another reason why a lot of people don't offer this is it's a lot of work. If we're doing Google Display Network, that's 17 ads. Gmail, that's 2 ads. Google, YouTube, that's one ad. It's a video ad specifically. Facebook, that's 2 ads. Instagram, that's 2 ads. It's actually more on Facebook than Instagram because we're going to build out the similar stuff from the Google Display Network on Facebook and Instagram. So really, that should be like probably 17 there. Because I was looking at the back end the other day, looking at the ads. It's a lot. LinkedIn, 1 ad. Twitter, 1 ad. Track, there's 16 ads. 42 ads. 3 types each. That's 126 ads. That's a lot of work. I know that. We just got done building a remarketing campaign for Dr. Beavers. Am I right, Nate? Was that a lot of work?
Yes.
A lot of work, right?
Yes.
But is it worth it?
Yes.
Absolutely. And so it's a ton of ad creation. And so this ad has dimension sizes. I'm interested to see dimensions, but more importantly, here's some examples from Dr. Beavers. Just from display ads alone, not to mention all the Facebook ads. I'm not even going to go in there because literally there is folder after folder after folder after folder of ads and variations that we created for Dr. Beavers, not only for display, but even a lot of stuff on Facebook. And so I don't have time to go into all that. It's a lot of work, but it's a good strategy and it works. And so those are the secrets about that. And ad spend is not super expensive for omnichannel retargeting. And remember, omnichannel retargeting is after somebody already goes to your website. So someone clicks an ad, or they go there organically, or it's a paid traffic. Paid traffic's the front end, okay? Omnichannel retargeting is after they're there and they leave, okay? So across platform, say in front of 3,000 people, it's as cheap as $500 a month in ad spend for that. Not too bad if there's 3,000 people that you're advertising to that are looking for your services, that may go somewhere else. And so if say for example you're only trying to stay in front of like $100 for 3,750 views a month on average, $500 if you're looking to get like 20,000 views per month. So about 2.5 cents per view, not too bad. And so what if all this did was, give you guys the edge over your competitor, give you the edge over other people to make it work? I think it would make sense to implement some sort of omnichannel retargeting strategy. It's a no-brainer. Every chiropractor needs to do that. And so that was the omnichannel. I want to go over that with you guys real quick. I know it's like a fire hose of information, but you guys need to know about this because by knowing about this, you guys can execute this. And later today, we're going to talk about, we're going to put a really special offer together that actually includes 3 months of this for free. And with everything else that we're doing, that really help jumpstart you guys and get you guys rocking.